Normally, I wouldn't do a review without Lego bricks involved, but when Lego sent me these to check out, I thought they would look amazing on video, so I figured that I might as well just show them off. These are 3 magnet products with a bunch of different layers to them, I'll cover in a bit, but the way you can get them is through the Lego loyalty points program called Insiders. Each of these magnets will set you back 2,250 points, which is about $15 worth of points, but since you can only redeem 1 reward per Lego purchase, for you to get all 3 you would need to make 3 separate purchases, which is a bit of a bummer if you ask me. Now, with the boring stuff out of the way, if you do end up redeeming these are the boxes they'll come packed in, which you honestly can't really tell apart if it weren't for the back image in the corner there. This is begging for shipping mistakes on Lego's side of things, right? The weight to it all feels really nice as the parts inside are all metal, and the boxes are also quite small when placed next to a Lego brick or minifigure for size reference. Inside, the items are safely packed with cardboard and paper wrapping to avoid damage and scratches on those beautifully shiny metal surfaces. Each of the magnets comes with 3 different parts to them: the metal base with that sweet carved Lego logo in there, and 2 slots, and in the back all of the trademark stuff. A bit of a rugged surface, whereas the top is polished with a matte look to it. Next up, we have the metal plates that slide into the slots of the base. This time around, these shapes are very reflective, and each of them has a number on one of its sides. The numbers match those on the backs of the magnets themselves, not that you would ever mistake them for one another, unless different shield designs are in the works, and then the numbering would make sense. What I love about these plates is that if you turn the number around, even without the magnets on top, you get these all metal look pieces that look really nice on display, am I right? It will force you to have the classic logo space reversed, but as the Lego classic space fan that I'm not, it doesn't really bother me. And last but not least, we have the magnets themselves, each representing nostalgic Lego icons that strongly cater to the adult Lego fan base for sure. The first one is the wood duck representation, probably the best known wooden toy model the company made in its early years, way before the plastic bricks were even a thing. The colors are all very bright and fun to look at, and there's a glossy finish to it all that makes fingerprints almost unavoidable. And underneath all that color, a darker metal was used when compared to the one from the base and metal plate. On the back, there's the actual magnet with a close shape to that of the duck, minus the beak, number 1 printed in the middle, as well as the usual trademark stuff down there. Magnet number 2 is a representation of a Lego classic castle shield belonging to the Royal Knights faction. Amazing throwback to a beloved castle sub-theme, this time around done with a golden coating of sorts, outlining the white, red and blue shapes of the shield and the mane of the lion at the center. The back is done in a similar fashion as that of the duck, though I'm sad to say that there's a corner on this magnet in particular where the coating wasn't done that well, which is a bit of a shame. And finally, probably the most hyped magnet of all 3, the classic space logo, done with the same darker colored metal the duck magnet had, outlining the red and dark tan shapes of the main design. In my head, the logo should have been brighter colored, but when I picked up some of my classic space minifigures, I noticed that the colors of the magnet match those of the logos on the minifigures, which made me appreciate the thing a lot more after realizing this, and the back just looks similar to those of the previous magnets. When placed next to another, they all look fantastic, which was probably the main reason why I had to show them all to you in a video review. I can see Lego continuing the series, and if so, Lego fans have yet another thing to look forward to. I figured that due to the back plate, you could potentially wear these on clothes, but be warned, the magnets aren't strong enough to hold it well, and will fall when I shake it a bit, so if you're hoping to sport these around, you'll probably need to find another solution to keep your magnet nicely secured. They're great for your freezer though, so there's always that option. Now, I'll be completely honest, if it weren't for Lego sending these to me, I would personally not have spent any points on them. I've always felt that the better use for insiders points are the discount vouchers to get actual LEGO for cheaper, and I stand by that. However, if you're into LEGO collectibles and limited edition stuff, are strongly attached to LEGO classics and history such as the Duck or the Castle and Classic Space themes and have points to spare, I can totally see the appeal with these, and even though I'm not much into these kinds of products, I was seriously impressed by the looks and build quality of them all, minus that defective corner on the Royal Knight's shield I mentioned earlier. If you enjoy this slightly different kind of LEGO review, show your support by liking the video, subscribing to the channel using my links for your LEGO purchases, and watching this video here, the YouTube algorithm thinks you'll enjoy just as much.